Okay, so for this project, it's for critical paradigm project. So I did it on the Barbie movie, and the theories I picked were family feminism theory and conflict theory. So for family feminism theory, um, it so there's the feminist movement and it searches for identities, rights, treatment, and opportunities for women who believe like what they deserve. There are many different types of waves as well. The waves of feminism, there's four types. The first wave is about a primary focused on the right to vote. The second wave is about modern feminist movement, which is inspired by civil rights movement and Vietnam War protests. The second one is accomplishments like Equal Pay Act, um, Roe versus Wade, which is like access to abortion, access to con contraceptives, or like prohibits discrimination by sex. The third wave is sexual harassment in the workplace, lack of women in positions of power. The third wave is included support for intersexual intersexual intersectionality and transgenderism. And then the fourth wave is emphasizes intersexual sectionality, focuses on women's empowerment. For this one, I picked the fourth wave. I didn't know if I was supposed to like do all of them or picked one, but I think I picked the fourth wave. And then there's sex versus gender, which is biological sex reference to the assignment to what you were given at birth, and then gender is the society's determination of what it means to be a female or a male. Social construction is the position of women in the family as a result of larger texts. Um, conflict theory. This one is about the power will seek to maintain the power of suppression and domination. And this conflict theory, there are different levels of conflict, like micro, macro, um, and then it also talks about negotiation and resources. And then with conflict, there's also functions of social familia conflict, like self and others, as well as relationships. There's family conflict, which is with human interactions, negotiation, which is the process that resolves differences between parties by finding common ground, and resources, which is something that society has competition for limited resources and power. For macro, my example, micro and macro was when Barbie was struggling to fit in the world. Like she went to the real world to go find her owner, and she was struggling to get along with I think her name is Sasha, the little girl who she thought that she played with, but it really turned out to be the mom in the movie. And then there's negotiation where Ken was taking over Barbie Land, and him and Barbie were just like negotiating back and forth about it, and Barbie ended up giving up. And then at the end of the movie, they ended up resolving it. Resources is when it's at the beginning of, no, kind of like the middle of the movie. To me, it seemed like it was the beginning of the movie, but where Ken was just going around trying to, he was just going to the school library and trying to find resources, and he found resources, and it was pretty much of how men can just like take over the world. And so he went back and took over the land, Barbie Land and Barbie House. And then for family feminism, yeah, I did the fourth one because at the beginning of the movie it shows Barbie Land where all the female Barbies can do anything they want, and it was all girl power, not all guy power. Sex versus gender, I did this one with Barbie realizing that at the end of the movie that instead of her wanting to be Barbie, she wanted to be a real human again, and so she went and talked to the maker of Barbie. And then social constructs um, is when the mom and is in control of trying to save Barbie, and her daughter Sasha doesn't know why her mom is taking lead to help her out. And then the ending, I thought these both went really well with each other because there was a lot of stuff that was just talking about both of the theories and their principles. Um, like it talked a lot about family stuff, which was like dealing with either Barbie and trying to find her owner, and then it was also like the mom and the daughter's relationship too, with them both helping Barbie, and it just like grew their relationship. Conflict. There was a lot of conflict between Ken and Barbie, and it ended up getting resolved at the end. And Barbie ended up taking power back, but Barbie ended up being um, going to the real land and becoming a human instead of becoming Barbie, pretty much. But yeah, I thought it was really good, and I really liked both the of the theories.